Hello and greetings to you all, wherever you may be on this beautiful planet in the Northern Hemisphere on this wintry day. My name is Anthony Altman, and this is a new video series which is called the Self-Care Video Series, and this is number one. The title of this video is Maintaining Constitutional Health. Now, I am a man of 78 years of age, and I've had a pretty good constitutional health, although I am a Vata constitution according to Ayurveda. So my weakness, one of my weaknesses, is with my digestive system. So I've always had digestive issues, especially constipation. And there are other issues as well as I got older. Now, I don't wish to sound negative, but I don't do very well with most of the Western medicine allopathic doctors. My family doctor here in Israel, where I'm living, in the northwestern part of Israel by the Mediterranean coast, my doctor is a wonderful guy. However, he and I don't see eye to eye because if he is not able to prescribe a pharmaceutical drug, he is at a loss what to do most of the time. And I do not resort to pharmaceutical drugs if I can help it. As a last resort, perhaps, I might do that. But generally speaking, I walk the natural path, natural foods, natural remedies, the alternative to Western allopathic medicine. I'm not here to judge anybody or to say anybody is right or wrong, because Western medicine does have its place. I've had a few surgical procedures like a hernia many years ago, and recently a cataract removal and replacement with an artificial lens, and it works very well. So I'm very grateful for that. But when it comes to general constitutional issues, such as a malfunctioning liver or kidneys that are under pressure, or your digestive system is not working very well, there's constipation, and anything that is related to all that and other organ functions. The doctors of the Western allopathic system do not seem to be that interested in causation. They're only interested in the symptoms, so to speak. So I recently, just for some reason, and I know what the reason is, became constipated again. Now, for months, I was doing great. I was having a bowel movement 2 and 3 times a day after each meal, which I feel is normal. The stools were healthy, good color, good formation, floating, not dense, and everything in that department was working very well. Then all of a sudden, I became constipated. And it sent me down in a little bit of a spiral, because as I get older, I am just less patient interested in having these kind of situations happen when I know better. But I know what I did. I overate on the nuts, peanuts, which I love, and cashew nuts, the pistachio nuts, and almonds. Yes, they're all very good, but as a matter of interest, the Brazil nuts and the almond nuts are alkaline forming, and all the others are acid forming. So I reckon I made my system too acid, and I was eating these nuts after a meal, and I was overeating, and I was binging, and that's another story. So after a period of time, my digestive system just couldn't take the load, and the symptom of constipation reared its ugly head. And that brought me down to earth. So for those who suffer from constipation, let me tell you what I did. The first thing I did was to eat foods that encouraged easy, uh, thorough digestion. So I made a khichdi, which is a rice and split mung bean combination. It's Ayurvedic or Indian. I follow an Ayurvedic dietary lifestyle, which is close to Indian, but even better, in my humble opinion. Uh, because Ayurveda is a medical system unto itself. So they've devised the dietary lifestyle in accordance with their medical science. India relies a lot on that because Ayurveda is 5 to 6,000 years old, and they also rely on regional dishes, traditional dishes, and while I love all that, uh, Ayurveda works for me very, very well. So the khichdi was like my base, steaming vegetables, letting go of the nightshade family vegetables such as potatoes, bell peppers, eggplant, and tomatoes. And I love them all, but they're not good for vata constitution. They're too drying, you see. And constipation is when you're really dry, and other reasons as well. So I cut that out. I started to take aloe vera. Now, I grow aloe vera plants in my garden because I knew that they would be wonderful medicine for me, and they've saved my life quite a few times. So I cut off a leaf, I split it down the middle, and I scrape out the flesh. And I added a pinch of powdered ginger in my mouth and chewed that, and that like was twice a day. The amount of aloe vera, a tablespoon, maybe up to 2 tablespoons, possibly, twice a day, before eating or an hour after eating, to allow the food to digest a bit. I made sure that I drank before eating half an hour or an hour after eating, so as not to dilute the digestive fire, or agni as it is known. I also started to make for myself the turmeric paste, which, if you're interested, I can give you the recipe. It's very simple. And all you're required to do is just send me a note below this YouTube video and ask me for the turmeric paste remedy, and I will be able to send it to you, write it to you with another message. So it's with oil and water and a little bit of pepper. You mix it up, stick it in the fridge, and I took a full teaspoon of that a day. I could go up to 2 tablespoons, teaspoons a day, but 1 teaspoon was good for me at this time. Now, turmeric is very powerful as an anti-inflammatory agent. It's probably one of the best that you could ever have. And it does many, many things. I have a book devoted entirely on turmeric, and you would be amazed. It's called the king of spices in India, and no wonder it is. What else did I do? And I gave myself an enema. half a liter of water. I tried like 4 fluid ounces, and I put some sesame oil in it to help lubricate. That didn't work too well, but the first water enema with some salt, you can put some lemon juice. If you've got dashamula, which is an Ayurvedic remedy, a powder, you could put that in. That's good. I just used warm water. I tested on the back of my hand to make sure that it's not too hot, and salt, Himalayan salt. And that worked wonders the first time, and the second time it didn't. So I thought, well, I'll just wait another day. And I'm beginning to return to normal now, 2 days. When you have a stomach upset or a digestive upset, when you take steps to remedy it, you will find that it'll take on an average 3 days for the stomach to the colon, the intestines, the entire digestive tract to normalize. So I'm normalizing, and that is what I did with the constipation. I was just thinking here that I've already said a lot, and I don't want to overdo it, and I don't know how long I've been talking because I forgot to switch my stopwatch on. But I think I'm going to end it here, and I've got some other ideas that I will post in terms of constitutional care. Now, the reason I say constitutional, maintaining constitutional health, is that there are 2 aspects to the human body as far as I'm concerned. Two main aspects. The one is the constitution, that is heart, organs, blood, organ operation, and then you've got your structure, your bones, your skeleton, your ligaments, tendons, muscles. And I've had conditions. I've got this hyperelastic tendon ligament issue, I believe, and I have not been able to remedy that. And it's been with me for quite some years, and it's caused me a lot of pain. But I do extremely well when it comes to constitutional health. For my age, I am in better constitutional shape than many, many people my age and much younger. And I put it down to the sort of things that I'm doing. I will make other videos with constitutional health in mind, videos 2, 3, 4, and so on, which I hope will help you. This is just as a layperson. I am not advocating that you do what I tell you or what I suggest. I'm advocating I'm suggesting that you research what I've said, and if necessary, go and see your medical doctor or your health professional and get expert professional advice from them. I'm just telling you what I do for your information, for entertainment, to do with what you wish. It's your choice. But believe me, go on the internet, go and see an Ayurvedic doctor, go and see a traditional Taoist Chinese medical doctor, and you will be amazed what you can do for yourself. I am far more educated with Ayurveda than I am with traditional Chinese medicine, although I've done a lot with Chinese medicine, and it really helps me a lot with structural issues. But their constitutional medicine is not something that I've researched. I've done a little bit, and it's wonderful. Ayurveda, I've spent many, many years working with Ayurveda, so I know it much better. And as far as I'm concerned, Ayurveda is really extremely effective to improve and maintain your constitutional health. I'm sure it also is excellent for my structural issues. But where I live, there are no Ayurvedic doctors. I don't know anybody. The last one I knew has now returned to Germany. So I am still looking for an Ayurvedic doctor here where I live, even if I could go south to Haifa, which is about 35 kilometers from here. But so far, I haven't found anybody. If you're living in Europe, France, England, Germany, United States, Canada, you can find plenty of Ayurvedic doctors. Of course, in India and Asian countries. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this information I've given you is helpful. And if I had a glass of wine, I would lift it and I would toast you and say to your good health, as we say in Israel here, l'chaim, to your good health, to life. And in England, we say cheers. Thank you.